Good evening. Good evening and welcome to our annual academic awards. Events such as these require hard work from a lot of people. I would like to first thank my secretary, Jean Marie Shields, my assistant principals, Heidi Nyland and David Marr, along with the entire faculty and staff. Thank you for everything you do for all of our students. Now please join me in welcoming our guest this evening, Superintendent Mr. Mike Rydell, Assistant Superintendent Mr. John Tim, School Board President Ms. Deb Lash, School Board Member School Board Member Ms. Tara Rapp, School Board Member Mr. William Harris, and of course, School Board Member Mr. Bill Conford. So before we get started, I'm going to ask everyone to please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. So tonight we celebrate academic excellence. Academic achievement is not defined by a singular moment. Academic achievement is the result of thoughtful effort. It is accomplished through persistence, willingness to overcome obstacles, and a desire to explore. It is a realization of the growth mindset, the adjustments made through failure, and the accomplishments born of dedication, fueled by a desire to succeed. Each of our award recipients this evening has not only set a goal, but has carved a pathway that has led to success. They were not simply satisfied with meeting a standard. They had it in their heart to excel. And what resonates most with me, their goal was not to be here tonight. They chose hard work for another, more personal reason. They chose to make themselves better. And while each of these students has put in the time and effort, and their achievement is one of shared pride, their success is the result of a learning community. The faculty and staff who would not accept less than their best are as excited to offer these accolades as the students are to receive them. Parents and guardians, I know how proud you are to sit here tonight. Your role in this achievement is not lost on us. Your support and encouragement have provided a foundation for growth, and tonight is a celebration of our learning community. Within each of the awards we'll hand out tonight is passion. Passion of our instructors, their love for their subject, and their love for their students. And these awards are received with passion. Our students' passion for learning and excitement for a particular discipline. Each award is a promise of continued effort and encouragement that will carry our students through their next obstacle, leading them to future successes. So thank you, parents, for entrusting us with what is most precious in your life. Thank you, faculty and staff, for giving what is most central to who you are. And thank you, students, for giving us your all. So let's get started. Students, when we call your name, I would ask that you enter stage right. My right, I'm not sure if that's it. Actually, I had to give stage direction. My right. Exit stage left. Just say how to do that? All right. Exit stage left. We want to avoid a traffic jam in the middle. So first, we will go to our curriculum coordinators. Students, please note the significance of your being selected by these teachers. They have chosen you among all their students in all their classes. That is an honor. So first up, please welcome art teacher, Miss Liz Maloney. So I apologize. I did skip a speech unless it's my fault. So I'm going to ask, what? A very special speech. So it's our salutatorian. I apologize. To the stage, I would ask Miss Erin Babson. She can come stage left, that's all.
Good evening, everyone. As you know, we have all been invited here tonight to celebrate the outstanding efforts of each award recipient. I would like to begin by thanking each person here tonight, because without the combined efforts of our parents, teachers, administration, faculty, staff, and our own ambitions, we might be in very different places. Just 4 short years ago, I sat in these seats ready to accept my first high school award. I was proud of myself for adjusting so well to the higher rigor and expectations, and grateful for the patience of our teachers that grateful for the patience of our teachers as we had this rigor placed upon us. Truthfully, I didn't have it all figured out or know where I wanted to go in my life at that moment. But I saw 3 long years in front of me and hoped it would present itself in that time. Looking back, the time I thought would never expire flew by, and all the answers of my worries about the future came in its own time. Somewhere between the first semester of freshman year and my final semester here at Fort Jervis High School, I had an epiphany. One that would ease my stress, increase my productivity, and I hope if you listen, will do the same for you. Time as we know it is a complicated construction. Often we find ourselves battling with the rate at which it passes, or its lack of movement. In the last 4 years, I have found that time has a funny way of passing that correlates to the events of your day. For example, the longest days are those containing less productivity or mental roadblocks, something that I'm very familiar with. When I was young and threw tantrums about going places, as I'm convinced all toddlers do, my mother always told me, sometimes you have to do things that you don't want to do. Those were the longest hours of church or family dinners, or hours spent staring at the ceiling when I refused to take a nap. And the shortest days always seem to be the ones where we're having the time of our lives and we never want them to end. Even the days that have a mixture of both exciting and somewhat boring components have faster segments and slower segments that correspond to the activity. As a result of this observation I have experienced every day, I believe that we have the ability to manipulate time. Now, I know you may be thinking that this sounds impossible, and you'd kind of be right. We cannot make the Earth stop rotating around its axis, or jump backwards in time to be present in a moment longer than the duration that we were given. However, we have the ability to choose what we do in the amount of time that we're granted. For example, you can always clean your room, fall back on homework, and stay late up with your friends. Or you can clean a little bit every day, do your homework during the day or right after school, and can come home early to set yourself up for the next day's success. We also need to prioritize a balance of academics, personal time, family, friends, and other events in our lives. One of the hardest terms I've had to familiarize myself with was time management. I'm sure you've all heard about your skill or lack thereof with time management from someone. If you're anything like me, you already consider yourself pretty adept at organizing assignments, work schedules, and personal time. I mean, you can't really be this salutatorian without some sort of self-scheduling. I knew some weeks would be harder to manage than others, but I believed that if I used my calendar and was mindful about my responsibilities, then I could do it all. It's easy to say you know what you're doing when you're younger and your parents are more involved. It's when you start becoming more independent that you realize the complex arrangement of responsibilities that are organized flawlessly by our parents. They also had to learn how to do just as we are throughout high school. As I mentioned before, we are in control of how we choose to spend our time. Our success is a production of what we choose to do and how we manage it time-wise. I learned this the hard way, mostly in the beginning of my junior year. We all know that adjusting back to the pre-COVID coursework and expectations was a struggle and still presents itself to be one today. But it doesn't have to take away your excitement for school or make you choose which passions to pursue and which ones to take off the schedule. You are the only person who gets to live your life, and no one can tell you what to do with the precious time that we have on this planet. So I say, manipulate time. Take the classes that interest you. Talk to someone you've been wanting to be friends with. Force yourself to be productive in class to have the time to yourself after school. Read a book of your choosing. Learn your needs and how to take care of them. When you prioritize things that are only going to excite you, you lose that feeling of a never-ending bad day. Life isn't meant to be unbearable, so start creating the foundation for your own oasis. Lastly, I challenge everyone in attendance tonight to stop pushing time away. Live in the moment and enjoy life as it's happening, not from a photo album or your Snap memories. You may wish it were somewhere already or that you're older. Maybe it's that you have your dream job or living in the home you've had designed in your head for years, or are happily married with pets. In whatever stage of life you may be in, take in every detail, making mental notes of your favorite moments. I hadn't understood this importance of time until a few weeks ago, and I hope you can recognize it too. And from a graduating senior's perspective, I can now see that it is better to be present and enjoy time while you have it, instead of looking back and remembering your desire to do more. Thank you, and congratulations to all our award recipients today.
Nice job, everyone. Thank you. And I'm definitely excited to see what time will tell as you guys move forward in your careers and lives. So now we'll try again. Sorry. So up first in terms of awards, please welcome Miss Liz Maloney, art teacher.
Thank you and good evening. The arts are an expression of a culture and the individual that creates them. Imagine a world without great architecture, a majestic concert, or a historic mural. The arts play a central role in enriching and celebrating humanity. And the art department tonight would like to honor 3 students who have excelled in the fine arts here at Port Jervis. And they are Juliet Figueredo, Olivia Rodriguez, and J.D. Rivera.
My name is Liz Witherow, and on behalf of the English Department, I'd like to congratulate all the award recipients and their parents tonight. I'm going to call up the awards on behalf of the teachers, and they're going to help me. On behalf of Mr. Leonard, he has chosen Ethan Case. On behalf of Mrs. Strong, Wayne Crane. On behalf of Mrs. Wendell, Emily Eckerson. On behalf of Mrs. Witherow, myself, Miss Emma Maloney. Mrs. Gunderman, Sydney McCoy. On behalf of Mrs. Mark, Matthew McLaughlin. On behalf of Mrs. Gibson, Tiana Medina. On behalf of Mrs. Banky, Katerina Navarro. On behalf of Mrs. Caparuso, Lexi Pospisil. On behalf of Mrs. Burns, Jessica Sen. On behalf of Mrs. Monahan, Samuel Seward. On behalf of Mrs. Corcoran, Lana Tate. And on behalf of Mrs. Marku, Habiba. And on behalf of the entire English department, I would just like to congratulate everyone together. I hope you have a great night.
Thank you, English department. Up next, please welcome our facts teacher, 2022 retiree, Miss Jane O'Carter.
So, most people like ice cream, and we do an ice cream lab every year. But this year, actually last year, the first year I had her, this student loves ice cream. Not only does she love it, but she loves to make it. We are hoping she will graduate from Penn State's ice cream program and create all sorts of wonderful ice cream. This year's Family Consumer Science Award goes to Allie McElroy, and Allie, I have your book.
Thank you, Ms. Accordi. Up next, please welcome our curriculum coordinator for foreign language, Ms. Becky Fedor.
Good evening. Tonight I'm accompanied by my colleague, Senora Hysiak. I am presenting the Academic Awards for Excellence in World Language. These awards are given to outstanding students who exemplify the goals of world language study. Senora Hysiak has chosen Madison Montgomery. On behalf of Madame Bransfield, I present this this award to Amelia Elston. On behalf of Senora Smith, I present this award to Dulce Guevara Marquez. Finally, the student I have chosen to receive this award is Paris Kahn. Thank you. Congratulations. Next up is Curriculum Coordinator, Mrs. Sarah.
Good evening. I am pleased to introduce some members of my family here. With me this evening, I have Mr. Ferguson and Miss Hogerstock, Mrs. Crone, Mrs. Helms, Miss Doherty, and Miss McDowell. We have a very long list of people to call up. Mr. Ferguson would like to present his award to Deanna Cole. Mr. Gunderman, due to the family circumstance, couldn't be here with us this evening, but he is very pleased to give his award to Gabriel Collette. No one likes math. Mrs. Esposito this evening would like to present her award to Raina Ebeke. Mrs. Doherty is very pleased to present her award to someone who I know is here, Emily Eckerson. Ms. Mendola's award this evening is going to Robert Haynes. Mrs. McCann would like to present her award to Jada Jacobs. Mrs. Helms would like to recognize Francesca Moliterno. We are really striking out here. But again, I know Ms. Hoverstocks is here. She would like to recognize Katerina Navarro. Mrs. McDowell would like to present her award to Matt Ostrom. Mrs. Bloodgood would like to present her award to Caleb Reed. Mrs. Crone's award this evening goes to Jesus Trujillo Santiago. And once upon a time, a long time ago, we didn't do this recognition, but I'm pretty sure that I would have given my award to this young lady's father when I taught him. So my award this evening goes to Rachel Fuller. Music, Mrs. Long.
Good evening. I'd like to start by recognizing our senior member who was selected for the Senior Scholar Humanities Honoree Award, and he was not able to attend the award ceremony because he had his huge vocal concert and he had several solos. So if Braden Ross would please come up and receive his award. To see who was invited to awards night and then find out who's going to be there. And as Ms. Cassera said, she was striking out. I do know one out of my 3 are here this evening, but one is at work and one has another event this evening. So for Music in Our Lives, we are awarding this to Jace Mason, who is at a shift at Burger King right now. For vocal music, this year's award goes to Jalen Setsis, who has another event this evening, but we can definitely talk about it. I am awarding this to a young man who has joined both ensembles this year because he had extra time in his schedule, and he's really stepped up to the plate as a underclassman, so this is going to Noah Satella. Physical Education Department.
So Ms. Perez is our coordinator for physical education, but she is not joining us tonight. She has a family, I think a new baby actually to care for. So I'm going to welcome back to the stage Ms. Becky Fedora.
So, the Physical Education Department couldn't be here this evening, as Mr. Lazaro mentioned, but I'm happy to present the following awards on their behalf. These academic awards for excellence in physical education and health are given to outstanding students who demonstrate leadership, good sportsmanship, and enthusiastic participation. Ms. Perez has chosen Geffen Coffin for physical education. And for health class, Olivia Rodriguez. While Ms. Perez was out on maternity leave, Ms. Hendershot filled in, and Ms. Hendershot has chosen Jocelyn Decker. On behalf of Mr. Stryharski, I present this award to Ryan Ross for physical education. And Nicholas Cardo for health. Finally, on behalf of Ms. Byrne, I present this award to Brett Fuller for physical education. The Curriculum Coordinator for Science, Ms. Stankunas.
Good evening. I'd like to first introduce my department. We've got Mr. Cobalt to my right, Mr. Trotta a little bit further over, Mr. Dunleavy, Mr. Keenan, and Mr. Guerrero. Ms. Ms. Davis would like to give her award to Kennedy Aitken. Mr. Trotta has selected Josephine Amato. I personally selected Adam Bowman. Mr. Koval has selected Briar Jolson. Ms. Hardy has selected Jules Elston. Mr. Guerrero has selected Coral Garcia. Mr. Simmons has selected J.C. Kroger. Ms. Butler has selected Eduardo Lorenzo. Mr. Dunleavy has selected Katerina Navarro. Mr. Koenig has selected Isabel Rickardson. Mr. Quinn has selected Destiny Spangenberg. And last but not least, Ms. Robertson has selected Takai Viverette. Thank you, and I'd like to introduce Mr. Coniglio on behalf of Social Studies.
Not the greeting I was expecting. Hi and welcome back. I'm not used to being up here so early in the show, so I guess they wanted to start this off with some energy a little earlier tonight. So here in Social Studies with me today, I have Mr. Foster and Ms. Koenig presenting awards. As always, it's extremely difficult to figure out who to select to give awards in social studies because all we do is breed excellence around here. And now that I'm done sucking up, let me announce some awards. From Ms. Piscatelli, Ms. Josephine Amato, Economics. For Mr. Andrews, Kingsley Balboa, U.S. History Honor. For Ms. Jenkins, Alyssa Carroll, Gold 2. For Mr. Wright, Xander Eliason. For Mr. Foster, Denise Ennis. Ms. Koenig is giving her award to Holly Finger for Global Water. Mr. Carroll gives the award to Claudia Healy. Mr. Cardi gives the award to Alexis Pagan. Mr. Rollman gives the award to Olivia Rodriguez. And for myself, Mr. Coniglio, I give my award to Emily Eckerson for covering economics. congratulations to all the winners. I will see you all again pretty soon, but now I'd like to introduce Ms. West Barnes for technology.
It is always difficult following people. Being the last person to present does have its benefits. I get to watch all of you come up, and it's very exciting to see you win these awards. This evening, I have the honor to present awards for Mrs. Liberati's business, Mr. Hysiak, Mr. Higgins, and myself for technology education. First, I'd like to present Mrs. Liberati. She has Mr. Logan Hoffman as one. Yes, it's okay. For Mr. Hysiak, Gavin Markham. For Mr. Higgins, Zoe Orgonzali. And for myself, Nate Pilarski. Nate is going to be some computer science wizard. I turn it back over to Mr. Lazaro.
Let's hear it for our coordinators and their selectors. Good job. All right, so our next award is for the Student Council Blood Drive. The advisor is Miss Regina Gibson.
The Student Council hosts 2 blood drives, one in the fall and one in the spring. The New York Blood Center gives donor cords to the top seniors that give to both blood drives in the fall and the spring. The following seniors are receiving their donor cords: Aaron Batesel, Nathan Elder, Kiara Garcia, and Noah Medina.
Congratulations. That is an award I would never win, so congratulations. I am not good at names. That is impressive. So welcome back to the stage, Mr. Energy himself, Mr. Joseph Miglio.
I told you I'd be back. So, last year when we did this outside. I could see the crowd and everything. In here, in the dark with the lights, I can't see any of you, but I think that you must be a fantastic looking crowd. And I'll try to get out of here quickly so you can do nothing to change their mind on that. So, I'm here to present the award from the VFW for the Voice of Democracy competition. Each year, the Veterans of Foreign Wars have an essay writing contest of some theme about America, and our students get to voice their opinions in a free essay and what they would like to view as the goals of America or where they see America going. This year, we have 3 winners. Our third place winner, Madison Balmos. Our second place winner, Jenna Wologrowski. And our first place winner, Mackenzie Caston. And now for the Triple C Award, Miss Lane and Miss Old.
Good evening. The Triple C Award recognizes New York State's outstanding students' courage, character, and commitment. Whether succeeding in academic pursuits, participating in community service, displaying leadership skills, or overcoming personal obstacles, these students provide us hope for a brighter future. This award was established to honor student leaders and their impeccable work. Today we're awarding this to Jayanta Kim.
We also are presenting the award for perseverance. It's a guidance award, and it's presented to a student who has shown significant personal and academic growth during their time as a student at Port Jervis High School. This student has persevered, has stepped up to get the job done, has taken advantage of opportunities, and has done it all with a smile and without complaint. I am pleased to present our Guidance Department Perseverance Award to graduating senior Michael Mayer.
Hello, everyone. Priscilla Horner was instrumental in bringing SAD and peer leaders to Port Jervis High School. We give this award in her memory each year. Traditionally, my partner and I get silly with Dairy Queen blizzards on stage to retell a story, or we create and sing rap songs. But if you missed last year, I'm sorry, there's no repeat. They're upset. But in thinking of how to honor this recipient, we realized there are no gimmicks. She is the real deal.
So we thought this student deserved some public recognition,
which she might hate,
to celebrate all of her amazing attributes. These include, but are not limited to,
her tireless work ethic,
her kindness and inclusivity,
her desire to do the right thing because it's the right thing to do,
her ability to get down to business because she jumps right in, identifies what needs to be done, and then does it.
She helps others and is truly committed in making her school and community a better place.
And she has a great personality.
And fabulous hair.
Just to name a few outstanding qualities.
She has been the driving force behind SAB this year, constantly coming to me and saying, can we meet? Can we have a meeting? Can we have a meeting? This young lady wanted to bring back the Powder Puff football game for the seniors and the other girls after 2 years of COVID cancellation. She personally made this happen.
And we could go on and continue to embarrass her, but the truth is she is the definition of genuine, and we couldn't be more proud to present this Priscilla Horner Memorial Award for her outstanding contributions to the SAD Club and Port Jervis High School.
to Erin Batesel.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you. Congratulations, Erin. And that Howard Park football game was pretty intense. It was actually fun. Thank you. Up next, we have our Youth in Government Advisor, our high school librarian, our very own Miss Lisa Mikowski.
Congratulations to everyone on all of your awards. I am here tonight to present a Youth in Government Award. Youth in Government is a program led by Orange Ulster BOCES that brings civic-minded students from around the county together to participate in mock governmental activities such as drafting bills, debating laws, running for office, holding elections. For 2 years, we've had to do it via Google Meets, and that kind of elevated the challenge of being able to read the room and caucus with people and do all the things that politicians do. This year, senior Braden Ross went above and beyond and ran for a state-level office of New York State Senator. Braden had to build a coalition of support with other districts, youth and government groups. He had to write and record a video campaign speech. He had to win the support of one of the 2 youth and government parties to run for office by winning the primary, and he was successful in all of them. Once he secured his party's nomination, he had to write an additional campaign speech. He had to record that again, and he had to basically campaign for his electoral votes in order to win the seat. Braden was successful in all his endeavors and is the first youth and government student in recent memory from Port Jervis to win and hold a state-level office. In honor of his accomplishments, it is my pleasure, on behalf of myself and my co-advisor, Mrs. Piscatelli, to present Braden with his award and a special cord to wear proudly at graduation. Your Youth in Government State Senator from the People's Party, Mr. Braden Ross.
Nice job, Senator. To present our Rotary Club Awards, please welcome our Board President, Ms. Deborah Lash.
Thank you, Mr. Lazaro, and congratulations to all recipients this evening. It's my pleasure to present 6 awards tonight for outstanding achievement in different areas. For band, Rachel Fuller. For business, Tanya Glory. For chorus, Braden Ross. For family and consumer science, Taylor Walters Gregory. For Fuller. And for technology, Joel Wheeler.
Thank you, Ms. Nash. Once again, back to the stage, our Port Jervis Hall of Famer, Ms. Deb Casero.
Good evening. It is my pleasure to present the RPI Medal in Mathematics and Science. RPI, Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, is an extremely competitive and outstanding university basically providing math and science education in Troy, New York. The RPI Medal was established in 1916 by the university to do two things: recognize superior academic achievement in students and to motivate students to study science, engineering, and technology. Imagine, in 1916. The award is presented to the junior with the highest overall average in science and math, who also meets certain course criteria in math and science. It awards $30,000 a year for up to 5 years of study at RPI. I would be remiss if I did not at least suggest that Port Jervis has a very long-standing relationship with RPI. There are many past RPI medal winners who have attended, and I don't think I'm letting any cat out of the bag because it's been announced at about 10 academic awards or award ceremonies now. But this year's valedictorian, Rachel Fuller, will be going to RPI, and she was last year's RPI medal winner. So we're thrilled that she's taking advantage of that. She will actually get the medal when she attends convocation at RPI. I am very thrilled to present this award to a young lady who is extremely persevering about her math and science study. She hasn't quite decided what she does want to study, but I'm sure her parents are going to be visiting Troy this summer. It is my pleasure to present this award to Molly Koenig. Sort of similar, but not always similar, and not always exactly the same award, but it sounds alike. Ms. Dankunis will present the Babson Loan Science Award.
Since 1933, Babson Loan has recognized outstanding science students from high school with an honorary science award. Juniors who have demonstrated high marks on rigorous science courses, as well as the math portions of the PSAT and SAT, are considered. Recipients of the Honorary Science Award are automatically considered for the Babson Loan Science Scholarship, totaling in $30,000 spread over 4 years at the University of Rochester. As a young lady, this year's recipient demonstrated a passion for science both within and outside the classroom setting. I am fortunate to have worked with her since she was in 8th grade when she started volunteering at my summer science camp. Those early days, I watched this year's recipient enthusiastically engage in conversations and lessons with little campers about natural phenomena and shared knowledge that she possessed. Each summer, she has returned, and I have watched her grow into a true woman of science. I would like to present the 2022 Babson Loan Science Award to this year's recipient, Rachel Durier.
Just as an aside, Rachel was ferocious in the powder room. So up next, we have the Make Homes Speaker Awards presented by our senior class advisors, Mrs. Cortland, Mr. Ferguson, and Miss Tracy West Barnes.
To be honest with you, I had to ask where the McComb Speaker Award came from, and I asked our resident historian, Ms. Sarah, how did this come about? And it was a contest in which the seniors would memorize a long, lengthy speech and then have to present it in front of a bunch of staff members, and they would vote on whether or not who would win. That has since stopped, and they have now decided to award this award to the speakers of the class in graduation. This year's speakers are the valedictorian Rachel Fuller, the class president Aaron Batesel, and the class voted speaker Liam Straker.
Guys, to present our academic varsity letters, please welcome back Miss Kathy Lane and Miss Kate Oldham.
The academic varsity letters are awarded to seniors who have a GPA and unweighted GPA of 90 or greater over their 4 years of high school. So we have quite a long list, so if you could come up and get your award and then stand in the front so we can get you all together at the end. First off is Josephine Amato. Michael Amato. Aaron Batesel. Alexia Bodensick. Royal Burke. Nicholas Cerulli. Taninji Sisi. Daniel Corcoran. Emily Eckerson. Amelia Elston. Colin Escott. David Firth. Brett Fuller. Rachel Fuller. Kelly Bruce. Logan Hoffman. Cheyenne Hayes. John Tim. Aiden Mature. Lenny's McGlory. Morgan McManus. Alyssa Moore. Olivia Myers. Alyssa Olenek. Nathaniel Polarski. Samantha Reeder. Joel Reel. George Rivera. Emma Roberts. Braden Ross. Ashley Russell.
Sargente, Lainey Schmitz, Jasmine Storer, Liam Strabler, Aaliyah Summons, Isabella Talmadge, Sanaya Tucker, Sarah Van Horn, Lila Weiser, and salutatorian Erin Witkowski. Some of you are also members of the National Honor Society, so if you guys could hang tight. We did want to just mention the academic varsity letter started just a few years ago to recognize all of the academic successes of our students. Not all of our students might be athletes on the field to win varsity athletic letters, but we thought it was equally important to recognize all of the outstanding academic contributions of our students. So congratulations on your academic varsity letter.
That's impressive. We have 42 of our graduating class who have achieved a 90 or better over 4 years. That's an amazing accomplishment. So good job. So as was mentioned, I know a lot of you are part of the National Honor Society. So up next, we do have our National Honor Society advisors. Once again, Miss Deb Casera and Miss Amy Haberstock.
Now, what a group. If you are not in the Honor Society, you can go have a seat. Those of you who are in the Honor Society, hang tight. So, Honor Society's been a little difficult over the past 2 years with COVID and some restrictions, and we've finally been getting back out and helping and serving our community with some Easter egg hunts. We've raked some leaves in the parks. We've helped out with 5Ks and anywhere else that anybody needed us. I believe we even helped out with Color Run not too long ago. So, to congratulate our seniors tonight, they will get their certificates, they will get their gold tassels and their gold stones to wear at graduation. Josephine Amato. Michael Amato. Aaron Batesall. Alexia Bodenside. Nicholas Cirilli. Daniel Corcoran. Tyler Dahlquist. Emily Eckerson. Amelia Elston. Brett Fuller. Rachel Fuller. Kelly Cruz. Logan Hoffman. Emma Mercilia. Olivia Myers. Alyssa Olenek. Nathaniel Pilarski. Samantha Reeder. Bradley. Brayden Ross.
Figure it out if you get ahead.
Ashley Russell. Jasmine Storr. Aaliyah Summons. Sarah Van Horn. Lila Weiser. And last but definitely not least, Erin Witkowski. And this is my last official, I can't do that. This is my last official Honor Society as with my college badge, Ms. Cassera.
Thank you, Ms. Cassera, Mr. Thomas. I know that means. So, once again, we have our Seal of Biliteracy and French National Honor Society Awards. Welcome back, Madame Fedoric, our sometime Ms. Ed Philly, and along with our coordinator for our language. Thank you, Ms. Fedoric.
Thank you. It is my absolute honor and privilege to stand here tonight to call 12 students to the stage to receive their certificate of participation for the New York State Seal of Biliteracy. The Seal of Biliteracy is a program that celebrates students who are proficient in at least one language other than English. These students have worked hard throughout their high school career to earn points towards this prestigious award. The culmination of this work was a showcase hosted in the high school gymnasium where all 12 students presented projects they had created in both English and another language. The students that will be called to the stage tonight demonstrated proficiency in English as well as French, Spanish, Korean, Urdu, or Albanian. This is the first group of students to earn this achievement at Port Jervis City School District, and we could not be more proud of their efforts and accomplishments. Please come to the stage when you hear your name called and remain here until all the candidates have arrived on stage. In these packets, the students will receive their certificate as well as a medal to wear at graduation. Josephine Amato. Amelia Elston. Rachel Fuller. Uma Habiba. Ariana Hansen. Omar Perez Hernandez. Shanga Kim. Jorge D. Rivera Jr. Brandon Ross. Liam Strabler. Aaliyah Summons. And Erin Witkowski. I want to congratulate these students and again highlight that this is our first group of award recipients for the New York State Seal of Biliteracy, and we are so proud of all the hard work and accomplishments that they have achieved. Thank you. I will also present the awards for the French National Honor Society. I am proud to present the award to the seniors of the Port Jervis High School chapter of the Société Honoraire de Français, a nationally recognized honor society for French, on behalf of the chapter advisor, Madame Brainsfield. These students are hardworking, positive, and enthusiastic members of their class. Since starting their French studies in 8th grade, these exceptional students have maintained an average of 90% or higher for each semester of French study. I am honored to call the following students to the stage and wish them félicitations. Josephine Amato. Nicholas Sorelli. Amelia Elston. Logan Hoffman. Ashley Russell. Liam Strabler. And Erin Witkowski. Congratulations to these students. They have received their certificate as well as the tricolor, the blue, white, and red awards to wear. Congratulations.
Good evening. This evening, I get the pleasure of presenting the top 5 students in the freshman, sophomore, and junior class. So in this year's freshman class, the number 5 student is Bradley Reel. Number 2, Zandra Eliason. Class of 2025, Julia Elston. Number 5, Haley Dugdale.
Zaria Christenberg. Number 3, Jonathan Schuster.
They must all be home studying.
Number 2, Christy Ramos.
Is there a really hard test tomorrow?
Chemistry one.
Yes. Goodness.
And number 1, Katerina Navarro. Number 5 in the junior class of 2023, Madison Balmas. Number 4, Emma Millay. Number 3 in the junior class, Molly Koenig. Number 2, Rachel Durier. Number 1 in this year's junior class, Zachary Imhoff.
Thank you, Ms. Nyland. So this really has been a night of excellence. We will wrap this with the top 10. So to help me with that, I'm going to welcome Mr. Mike right up to the stage. So these are our top 10 for the class of 2022. First up, we have going to the Rochester Institute of Technology to study computer science, Nathaniel Polarski. Number 9, going to SUNY Orange for teacher education, Emily Eckerson. Going to Wells College to study hospitality, management, and journalism, Amelia Mia Elston. Number 7, going to Harvard University to study business administration, Logan Hoffman. Number 6, going to RPI for civil engineering, Nicholas Cerulli. Going to Clarkson University, number 5, to study civil engineering. Number 5, Daniel Corcoran. Going to Binghamton University for biology and pre-med, Josephine Amato, number 4. Number 3, undecided but looking to study psychology and dance, Ashley Russell. You got the stage away from you. Thank you. Going to the University of Buffalo to study biology and pre-med, our salutatorian, Miss Erin Bukowski. RPI to study biomedical engineering, our valedictorian, Miss Rachel Fuller. this really has been an evening to celebrate excellence. It really represents what this community is about to come out, to have over 300 people in the audience to celebrate our student achievements and all the work that everyone's put into this year during a time of transition, going to a really positive space. So really, I appreciate everything. This evening we have in the cafeteria, there's some light refreshments. I think it's largely ices, that's my understanding. So again, this concludes our evening. Congratulations to all our award winners. Thank you all.